Hey everyone, Greg Stanley here with a quick but important update for those of us who love this hobby and the amazing people behind it. Now, every once in a while, I like to pause from the auctions and collector car news to spotlight some great causes within our community, places that need our help to keep the wheels turning literally and figuratively. So please hear me out before we get to this week's episode. Today, I've got two fantastic organizations you should know about, both doing incredible work in their own lanes and both in need of a little financial support. Now, let's start with America's Packard Museum in Dayton, Ohio. Now, if you've never been, you're missing one of the greatest automotive time capsules in the country. It's housed in an original 1917 Packard dealership. Yes, a real one. It's really cool. I just did their Packard Spring Fling. You can go to my Instagram feed and see some of the beautiful cars there. It showcases over 50 beautifully preserved vehicles spanning decades of Packard innovation and design. But right now, they're facing a very real challenge. Their historic roof is in dire need of repairs. Now, for the fundraising for Spring Fling, they did not quite get there to cover the roof repairs. So I'm putting out this special call out to all my listeners. Now, this isn't just about shingles and leaks, it's about preserving a living piece of automotive history. Without a roof, there's no museum. So, if Packards have ever pulled at your heartstrings, or if you believe in preserving the legacy of great American marks, please consider donating. Every dollar gets them closer to ensuring those cars and that building stay safe for the next generation of enthusiasts. You can learn more and donate at americaspackardmuseum.org. Now, shifting gears, and quite literally, I mean that, to Changing Gears in Cincinnati. Changing Gears is a nonprofit doing powerful work by helping individuals coming out of tough situations, whether it's incarceration, addiction recovery, or long term homelessness. Get back on the road, both personally and professionally. Now, how do they do this? By providing access to reliable, affordable transportation. I went to their fundraising event just the other day where they had some fun go kart racing and all sorts of cool stuff. And while they did hit their goal for the year, this is just such an incredible organization. I feel like if you would like to donate to a worthy cause, put this one high on your list. Their mission is simple but life changing. Remove the barrier of car ownership so people can keep jobs, rebuild lives, and support their families. I love what they're doing, and I know how much having a reliable car can mean to someone who's starting over. If you'd like to support Changing Gears, visit changinggears.org and check out their donation page. They accept financial support and even vehicle donations, which might just be the perfect new life for that extra car in your garage. So, whether you're a fan of pre war elegance or you believe in helping folks start fresh, there's a place for you to make an impact. All right, so that's it for today. And if you'd like to suggest another organization for a future spotlight, reach out to me directly, Greg at thecollectorcarpodcast.com. RM Sotheby's is the world's largest collector car auction house by total sales. They are the preeminent market maker of high-quality collector cars and collections, regardless of size or complexity. By working in partnership with the Sotheby's team and its network of 80 offices in 40 countries, RM Sotheby's has established the largest client network of any collector car auction house in the world. Join the RM Sotheby's family by connecting with one of their car specialists at rmsotheby's.com or contact me directly at gstanley@rmsotheby's.com. Hey, it's Greg Stanley, and welcome to another edition of the Collector Car Podcast. All right, for this week, we have the big RM Sotheby's Shift Online North American sale. Now, this kicks off, as you listen to this, this is going live May the 28th, and it goes until June the 4th. So there's a lot of really good opportunities here for some really cool cars and sport utes and even some bicycles. So this is an online only sale. Now it runs for approximately 7 days and it's a timed close. So once you see it live on the website, you'll see the countdown for when it closes. And then within the last 2 minutes or so of when it's closing, for every new bid that occurs, it will extend the window that much longer. So I thought I'd take a moment and share some of my favorites from this auction. Now, cars are still coming in as I record this, which is a number of days prior. So I am not going to, this is not going to be in depth. This will probably be my top 10 cars that I see on the website right now, but be sure to check back because stuff is being added literally every day up until the actual sale. So some really, really great stuff. All right, the first one I'm going to share with you, and I'm very excited about this car. I will be transparent. This is not my consignment. I don't make any money on this. I'm not promoting it, other than it's a really cool car, and I think it's pretty rare, and I think it needs to go to the right home. It's a 1982
Porsche 911 SC Coupe. Now, what's interesting is that's a cool car, not a turbo, not a Turbo S, not a slant nose, not a roof, but it's really cool because this car has been in its original caretaker hand since new. Now, it only has just over 13,000 miles on it. So this thing is a true time capsule. It's black interior. It's sunroof delete, which they actually called it something kind of funny, a slick top. But if just look at the pictures, especially the undercarriage pictures, because this thing just looks immaculate. And I love original unrestored cars, and this is one I would love to put in my garage. And it has a huge documentation file from new, which I absolutely love as well. So again, 1982 Porsche 911 SC Coupe, $80,000 to $100,000 estimate. I think is going to exceed the high estimate, or definitely deserves to do so. So keep an eye out for that one and be sure to bid on it. All right, the next one is really cool because you rarely ever see these come up for auction, and they're such cool, pretty vans or buses. So this is a 1959 Mercedes-Benz 319 minibus. Now the estimate is $75,000 to $100,000. I am going to read some of the description on this bus because I would love to buy it for myself. With the claim of inventing the first motorized combination delivery vehicle in 1896, Mercedes-Benz's van heritage runs deep. The German automaker's initial range of trucks introduced at the 1926 Berlin Motor Show would give rise to his first true van, the 1929 L1000 Express. But it was the 1955 L319 and its minibus counterpart, the O319, that would help popularize cab-over-engine commercial vans as we know them today. Now, this particular one is a fully restored minibus, and it has been extensively and tastefully modified into a luxurious camper. So this is the reason I want this. A previous owner, who was an eccentric computer engineer, used his wide-ranging skills to painstakingly refurbish and upgrade this unique vehicle over a 15-year period. The exterior boasts factory colors executed to a very high standard. It's kind of a light cream with a medium blue. Very, very beautiful. Underneath is a modern air ride suspension adapted to the standard factory dual rear wheel setup. That's a mouthful. Workmanship is meticulous with precise plumbing and expert electricals designed to handle the demands of modern accessories. So very, very cool. I would love to take this across country, honestly. All right, next is a car I am representing, a 1963 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray Coupe, the famous split window. Now, this one is very cool because it's factory black over factory black. So I'm not a big fan of black cars in general, but man, it looks good on a 63 split window Stingray. Now, this one comes from a noted collector in my area. It's been very well maintained. It's the 300 horsepower, 327 cubic inch V8, and it's showing just over 61,000 miles. Now, what I will tell you is that when I drove this for the photo shoot, it drove flawlessly. Now, what's interesting, it is an automatic, which you do not see that very often in early Corvette, C2 Corvettes, and I really enjoyed it. All my cars at home are manual shift, and so just to jump into a classic car and have an automatic was a nice surprise. So it all worked. The flip-up headlights worked fine, no overheating issues. Drove it on a beautiful day, and you can take a look at the pictures, and I just had a wonderful half day that day enjoying this car. So again, 63 split window, the estimate is $140,000 to $160,000. All right, like I said in the opening, not all offerings are cars or trucks or sport utes. There's some bicycles. Now, I just picked up one here, 1968 Schwinn Stingray Orange Crate Bicycle. Estimate is $5,000 to $7,500, offered without reserve. Now, I was a huffy guy growing up. My parents did not have Schwinn money, so I am not very well versed in Schwinn bicycles, but I know that they also have one of the original crate bicycle signs. They have all the different flavors of these bikes. They have the lemon peeler. They have the apple crate bicycle. They have the pea picker. They have the cotton picker. They have the gray ghost. They have the grape crate. And they also have a manta ray bicycle. So if you're a Schwinn person, I'm sure these are ringing in your ears, all of the great offerings at RM Sotheby's Shift online sale. All right, next we're back to cars and another black car. Ironically, this is our third black car. This is a 2009 Mercedes-Benz 65 AMG Black Series. The estimate is $275,000 to $325,000. One of just 350 examples produced, driven just under 10,000 miles at the time of cataloging. It's black over black and anthracite exclusive leather. Not sure if I'm saying that exactly right, but this has the 6-liter twin turbocharged V12. Now these things look wicked, they sound wicked, and they're wicked fast with a claimed top speed of 199 miles an hour, 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds. Now this one has $41,000 in work from noted performance tuning company Rentec, which boosts the output to a reported 800 horsepower and 1,000 pound-feet of torque. So again, 2009 Mercedes-Benz black on black. Be sure to check this out. Very, very cool car. Now this next one, I don't have a ton of information offhand just because they're still pulling everything together, but I just thought the color combo was amazing. It's a 2009 Aston Martin DBS V12, and it's a beautiful light metallic green with a light metallic green interior. You know, I love color over color cars, and this is just a tremendous example. So you have V12, manual shift, great color combination. The estimate on this one is $225,000 to $275,000. All right, and the next car is a 2020 Bentley Continental GT number 9 edition. So the estimate's $200,000 to $250,000. One of just 100 examples handcrafted to celebrate Bentley's 100th anniversary. So exclusive, beautiful. This one displays just under 7,000 miles. Now it might look black in the pictures, but it's really a very dark green. Viridian green over Cumbrian green heritage hides. Powered by a 6-liter twin turbocharged W12 engine. Just a beautiful, beautiful car. Now it does have the storied number 9 blower Bentley on the grille, so everybody knows what this car is when it's coming at you in your rearview mirror. All right, next we have a couple of muscle cars, again sticking with the green theme. 1969 Plymouth GTX Hemi hardtop, $150,000 to $200,000. Authentic J-Code GTX Hemi 4-speed, one of just 99 built for 1969. Stunning color. Reported to be an unrestored survivor, displaying just under 10,000 miles. Wow, I would love to see this in person. So it's like a dark medium metallic green, and it has redline tires. Very, very cool color combo. Factory 426-inch Hemi V8 engine and 4-speed manual gearbox with matching stampings present. Factory applied finishes of ivy green metallic over black vinyl trim. Very cool cars, beautiful car. If you're a Mopar person, you definitely want to put this one on your radar. Now, there is another Mopar, a 1969 Dodge Charger RT Hemi, $150,000 to $200,000. Authentic J-Code again with an automatic, one of just 225 built for 1969. Now, this is dark green metallic with black vinyl top and transverse stripe over black vinyl trim. So it's quite a pairing for these two Mopars, both Hemi, both a really cool color of green, and both available at RM Sotheby's Shift online sale. All right, next we have another Mercedes-Benz. Wow, this is our third Mercedes. 2012 Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG Roadster. I picked this one because I think they're somewhat undervalued. Estimates $140,000 to $160,000. They've been soft recently. More details coming on this one, but it's a beautiful white with black interior. Now, the sister car of this is the Gullwing version of the SLS, which have been very hot for a very long time. But I think sometimes this Roadster gets overlooked, and it is a wonderful car. So if you are interested in having a great front-engine V8 Mercedes Cabriolet, be sure to check this one out. Speaking of cabriolets, we've got we have a 1995 Land Rover Range Rover 4-liter SE convertible coupe by Styling Garage. Now this is interesting because it is a convertible SUV. So if you take a look at the pictures, I'll flip through a few here. It's black with beautiful white interior. It looks pretty handsome with the top down. It really flows pretty well considering it is pretty boxy when you have the factory produced hardtop on it. So cool car. Cool sport ute, and you just don't see these very often, but you do at the RM Sotheby's Shift online sale. All right, one of my favorite cars of all time is next, and no, it's not black, and no, it's not dark green, it's not a Mercedes. A 1992 Lamborghini Diablo, red. Gotta love the red with the tan interior. $230,000 to $260,000. An award-winning Diablo in classic Italian colors, well maintained and preserved, showing less than 30,000 miles at the time of cataloging. Numerous best-in-class Concours wins from 2009 to 2016, and it has all of the service invoice attesting to its excellent upkeep. Beautiful car. I love these. If you talk to someone who has a Lamborghini Countach versus a Lamborghini Diablo, they own them both, they would take the Diablo over the Countach every day of the week just from a driving experience. They just made just enough improvements in that short span frame of time in which to make a significant difference. Now, if you got some muscle car lovers out there, but you're not necessarily a Mopar person, there is a very cool 1970 Mustang Sport Truth Custom. So it's made to look like a Boss 302. And now this car, it's kind of a mustardy yellow, interesting color combo, and it's been modified. So I don't have the details on it just now, but it does have a shaker hood scoop, a very clean underbay, has some extra strengthening. It's got the brown interior with deluxe seats, nice Hurst shifter there in the center. Looks like it's ready to go. Custom wood steering wheel. So if you love the look of a classic Mustang, but maybe you want a little bit more of the reliability and less upkeep by having some modern upgrades, this might be the car for you. It has some cool wheels on it, a modern interpretation of the classic Magnum 500s, which were original on the car. Estimates $90,000 to $100,000. And how about lastly, why don't we go with a Ferrari? 1998 Ferrari 550 Maranello, estimates $90,000 to $110,000, offered without reserve. So this one is going to sell, showing only 17,000 miles at the time of cataloging, one of just under 3,200 produced. Equipped with desirable gated 6-speed manual gearbox. So all the 550s had the manual gearbox. When you got to the 575, the generation after this, that's when you could get an F1 transmission. It's basically silver over black. Beautiful, beautiful car. Recently out of long-term storage. Recommends servicing before extended use. So that explains the low estimate of $90,000 to $110,000. So if you ever wanted a manual front engine V12 Ferrari, you might want to really take a hard look at this because it looks like it's in very nice shape. Probably needs the sticky buttons done. Probably have to have some belts and hoses done to it. But once you get it up and running, you now have for yourself one of the most iconic Ferraris on the road. All right, that's it for today. So go to rmsotheby's.com if you would like to bid on some of these cars. Check them out. You have less than a week in which to get all the information you want on these cars. Reach out to your car specialist. If you need help and would like to reach out to me, just give me a note, gstanley@rmsotheby's.com. I would be happy to help you get signed up to bid on these incredible cars that are on offer. As always, I will talk to all of you next week.